What I'd like to talk to you about today is changes that have occurred in the American economy and what it's meant for teens and young adults who are thinking about enrolling in the post-secondary system. Over the last few years, we've seen a very sharp rise in the fraction of high school seniors that are enrolling in college. In fact, in the graduating senior class of 2010, that was the highest fraction of kids that we sent into the post-secondary school since we began to measure it. It was close to 7 out of 10 kids enrolled in some kind of post-secondary program at that time. And there's a lot of concern that we're going to oversupply the college labor market, that there's just going to be too many college grads. And then when you take a look at the economic context in which we're operating in, the answer is that people under the age of 30 in general, and college grads in some sense, have really been roughed up. But the way this sort of works is a little bit more complicated than just young people bear the brunt of this. Educational attainment does have a big influence on how people make out, even in difficult periods of time. But how you get your education, the choices you make about getting your education really become much more important than maybe they are in the good times. So we take a look around and say, what's this all sort of mean? Okay, for if you're a freshman or sophomore in high school, or you're a mom and dad thinking about things, 3 or 4 things jump out. One, at the bottom of all this are literacy skills, reading, writing, and math proficiencies. And the labor market loves people with strong reading, writing, math proficiencies. No matter what they major in, no matter what college they go to, if you have strong reading, writing, and math proficiencies, you will be rewarded very heavily in the labor market. But that's sort of a necessary but not necessarily sufficient condition. That increasingly firms expect you to develop specific kinds of occupational skills and that are really largely learned in a classroom setting. And you see a lot of growth in health fields, scientific engineering fields, and a lot of those proficiencies are really developed, these occupational skills are really developed in kind of classroom settings. But if that's not your thing, if you're not interested in science and health and math, don't major in it. Major in something that you're good at, that you think you can be proficient at, but then get a game plan around your curricular and extracurricular activities, whether it be co-op or internship or whatever your game plan is, but have a systematic game plan about how you can take that undergraduate major field of study and convert it into something.